My name is Tracy Repchuk, best-selling author of 31 Days to Millionaire Marketing Miracles. And we're going to get into a structure today that has been very successful for me. So the first thing we're going to talk about is the #1 secret to prevent failure before you even start. Now, the thing that I have noticed in internet marketing in particular is people are building their house upside down. And what I mean by that is constantly the #1 focus for people seems to be traffic. I want traffic. And the problem with that is if you're just sending traffic to your corporate site, it's just going there and bouncing back. You're not getting into statistics. You have no idea if they were satisfied or not. And so there's a cycle that has to happen before you drive your traffic. And the first is you need to know your customer. You have to understand who is your target market, and then secondly, you have to get the keywords for that target market. And then you're going to structure and put together a strategy in your business to build a list, and then you drive the traffic. Otherwise, you're going to end up, like most people, building their house upside down. So how do you get to know your market? Well, first of all, you need to understand who you're going to be targeting. Is it entrepreneurs? Is it business people? Is it carpet cleaners? Is it chiropractors? You need to get very specific with your focus market. And then you use Google to research and then turn around and get the keywords that are important to your market and leverage those so that you can target specifically and be heard on the internet. Otherwise, you're just going to get completely drowned out. The next thing is how to avoid internet marketing pitfalls. One of the biggest things, again, in internet marketing is people get their head in the clouds. And it's the industry that makes it that way. They come on and they say, hey, if you just push this button, you're going to be a millionaire. Or, hey, if you just do this, you're going to be making 6 figures a month. And there is a heck of a lot of work that goes into the back end of a successful moment or a successful business. You work an internet marketing business as hard as you work a regular business. The thing that I really like about internet marketing, which I'll talk about in a minute, of course, is the freedom lifestyle that you can build around that. Otherwise, this and this is what starts to happen if you don't properly plan. So the first thing is you have to focus. In internet marketing and in any business, you will find that there are a lot of distractions that are going to get in your way. Life can get in the way, and what you need to be sure that you do is continue to remain focused on your goal. And that's why, of course, it's very important to set your goal. What is it that you want to accomplish? Particularly focus in chunks of a year. What do you want to accomplish in 1 year? So that you can work your way backwards, and then you know what you're focusing on and that your efforts are driving towards the proper thing. The second is bright, shiny object syndrome. Most people find themselves getting inundated with opportunities. And so what's happening here is you're getting confused and distracted again. And you're like, oh, I like this. And then you're running towards that. And then somebody else says, well, why don't you do this? It's easier. And so you run towards that. And then somebody says, oh, join me on this project. And so you run towards that. Again, it comes down to when you are aligned with your purpose and your mission and your message that you need to get out, you will become far less distracted by what other people are doing. And that's why it's really important at the beginning to understand what is your message and mission. The third element is product selection. And this is why I love internet marketing so much and the internet. Because not only Can you utilize it to promote your business or to promote a hard product such as, hot tubs, pool tables, books, gift baskets, whatever you do. You can also, of course, promote it to do services. Are you a plumber? Are you a carpet cleaner? Are you a coach? And things of that nature. But what I love here in particular is the fact that you can implement what I call a plan B. In most businesses, because I've been running my businesses since 1985 when I started my first company at the age of 19. And what I discovered there, of course, is I had no plan B, which meant if I wasn't working, I wasn't making money. With the internet, you can structure it in a way that you can make money while you're not working. And in particular, one of the products I teach and focus people on is a membership site. Because once you get a few people in the door, you have some money that is relatively predictable, and on autopilot. That's the beautiful part of it, is you're not working any harder at all to satisfy these people, because you will have set it up already. So, 10 people in the door, $97, that's $970, and 100 people, $9,700, and 200 people, $19,400 a month. Really, if you had 200 people in your life, kind of around your purpose and your mission, whatever that may be, this is a model that you can live on, and this is a very successful model that you can structure your life around. The third element I was going to talk about is the 3 keys to turn what you love to do into massive profits fast. And again, this comes down to structuring your idea. The first thing you have to do is systemize it. So you get your idea, and then you take that vision, if you want to call it that, and then you formulate a plan. So you go from your vision, and then you establish your brand, and then you put together your landing page, and then you get your emails going out the door, and then you get your SEO-based keywords in place. Then you put together your sales page, then you work and structure and sweep your brand through social media, and then you start to drive traffic. And you do this successfully for one idea, and you don't move from that one idea until you have done all of this. The second element is, of course, now you have to monetize that idea. And you bring them in with some sort of free offer, as we know from the landing page, which we're actually going to get to in a minute. And you move them through a funnel of graduated purchases, so they start to build a relationship with you and get comfortable spending more and more money with you. And then the third thing you have to do is automate. And this is done with this autoresponder tool. So as they come and they opt in to your system, then an email goes out to them. And whether that be like a welcome email, thanks for coming into the system, and then another email goes out to them. Like 7 days later, another email hits them. This allows you to communicate and build a relationship with them. It's personalized. It's promoting you 24/7. It's selling on your behalf. It's a very powerful tool that allows you to reach more people without, affecting the amount of time that you have to give. So, ultimate strategies to dominate the internet. And we're going to take a look at a couple of these. The first strategy is you need to be building a list. This will become your biggest asset. If you were to ever do an exit strategy to where, hey, I want to sell my business in 3 years, they're going to take a look at how many people do you have and what is the value per person that you earn on an annual basis. This is definitely going to become your ticket. Historically, we had the Rolodex, and we'd flip through that, and that became our list. Then we moved on to a PC-based system where we would have like a database and things of that nature on our laptops, and we would kind of know, and like we'd use Act or Follow Through or Maximizer or some tool that would help us to manage our clients. Now it's even better, because now you can put up a website called a landing page, squeeze page, opt-in page, whatever you call this, and you get the name and the email, and you start that automated communication process through the autoresponder system. And so this is the key of the landing page. Now, why do you need one? Because this is your ability to create a community of people that know you, like you, trust you, and buy from you. And so that is the ultimate way to be able to make money at the push of a button. Boom. You send out an email and you make money. And that's the beautiful part of it. And so there is an example of an opt-in box where they give you their name and their email address, and then they run directly through the system. And so here's an example of one. And why is it important? So fast action results, it's important. Oops, sorry, it tried to take me out there. It's important because of that name and email. All right, this is the only purpose for this page. You don't have any other links. This is the gate and the doorway to finding out more information about you. And here's what you use. You utilize a gift that you give away. So I teach my clients to put together a guide, and in this case David has put together emergency cleaning tips you need to know to protect your health and your property, for example. So this guide is very structured. It is very simple. It's like 10 pages. It's an introduction. It's your cover page. It is like 7 steps. And each of those steps would take a page with a picture and a little paragraph, and then it's a call to action. The key is you are educating them, and at the same time at the end you're saying, hey, by the way, I fulfill all of these elements. Contact me. Let's take our relationship further. And again, they've given you their name and their email address to get this freebie gift. Another example here. And here we're going to take a look at the elements of a landing page. So here's the header. You have a header at the top. Then you have like an attention line. Who are you grabbing? So do you ever worry when you hire a carpet cleaner? Then you have your headline. Okay. And then you have the hope. So you've given them their problem, so to speak, and now you're going to tell them that you're able to satisfy what they're looking for. You'll have your picture and an identifier so that they can start to build a relationship and identify with you. And then, of course, you're going to give them the gift. Below, and I'm just taking another example here of another one of my clients. Below, you'll give them features. What is this guide about? What are you about? And you're going to tell them here that you can relate to their pain. And in the case of Denise, for example, her son was dealing with an addiction. And so this is what you tell them is, hey, are you this, are you this, are you this, are you this? Well, guess what? I know exactly what you're talking about. Here's another example, and I showed you one example with a picture. You can also have a video over here, which of course can convey a lot more information in a shorter amount of time. You have to juggle, though, speed here. You really want them to do one thing, get their name and their email address and want your freebie. So it's a question of testing whether a picture is right for you or whether a video is right for you. Again, another example here is just a freebie guide that you can get, and it's just really showing you all of the different routes you can take and all of the different approaches, but the template and the structure remain the same. Now, what can you also do with your landing page? You have to start driving your traffic to your landing page. It's very important. So the front of your card is going to convey, this is your business card, the front of your business card is going to convey who you are overall. The back is going to drive them to a free gift offer. And it can use a QR code, which of course is even better. That's that black code sitting there. You scan that with your phone. And it takes you straight to a landing page. And the reason you want to do this is you have to get people into your funnel, or else you're not going to have the ability to communicate properly with them. And then how do you properly hit your market? The key here is you will have multiple landing pages that leverage different domain names and keywords so that you can hit different venues of your overall market. And then, of course, you're driving them to the sales page so that they can ultimately be sold. Because if somebody's like making that inquiry now, they're interested. The possible sale can be instant. And then the neglected resource and how to leverage it. It is your social media. So many people are spending a lot of time on social media, which is fabulous because this is a great area to build relationships. It's also one of the greatest areas I've ever seen to list build. Twitter, for example, you can create a community so fast with Twitter, but what people are not doing is taking the people that they have here and driving them over to their landing page. You're keeping everyone just on your social media structure. And the reason that that is not generally a great idea is for two reasons. One, social media and all of these elements, you know, Facebook, YouTube, Twitter, they own the list. They can shut you down instantly and say bye-bye to everything. They can close your Facebook account in seconds. They can close your YouTube account in seconds. They can close your LinkedIn account in seconds. All of your contacts are gone, which is why it's really important that you be driving over to that landing page. And of course, it's same with YouTube. It's great that they're participating in finding you. That's what these are for. Areas that you can find and communicate to them. But the thing is, you need to take all of this and you need to be driving them to your landing page. That is where you're going to get the greatest power from social media. So right now I'd like to offer you a free gift. If you go to theinternetgrid.com, I'm going to give you some of my top reports that I've created. How to build a 50,000 person list fast, list building essentials, email list profit funnels, rapid response list building, opt-in secrets, and maximum conversions, so that you can really start to create that freedom lifestyle that you're looking for. So I thank you once again for listening. My name is Tracy Repchuk. You can check out more at theinternetgrid.com, get your free gifts, and then let's start to communicate in our social media venues and get to know each other more. Bye for now.